Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and we're looking at another Mikkeller beer, and this is the second of two beers from the same series that Mikkeller are doing. I think they've got more in this series, and I'd imagine that it's going to carry on if it's not already been an established concept that they do. And I really enjoyed the first one of this that I had, which was utilising the Cascade hop from Washington. And yeah, so we're looking at the hop Terroir. I hope that's pronounced properly. It's a French term relating to wine, like the climate and the soil and that sort of thing. And yeah, so this is a Mikkeller hop project with De Prof Brouwerij, who of course brews a lot of their beers. And yeah, so this is a New England style IPA using Amarillo hops from Washington. So I think they do obviously different styles of hops, because the last one I had was Citra, which is, no, not Citra, Cascade, which is one of my all-time favourite hops. And I know Amarillo is slowly becoming one of my favourite, so I'm expecting lots of tropical fruit in this. So from what I can gather, it's the same base New England style IPA recipe, and then they just have a focus on a different hop from a different region of the world. So first and foremost, it's got that iconic Keith Shaw artwork, and yeah, best before date on this can is the 30th of the 10th, 2018, so it's still relatively fresh. I'm recording this on the 18th of January, and this was part of the January beer mailbox. So if you've been interested by any of the Mikkeller beers that I've done, because they've all pretty much, and my hair looks shit in this video, they've pretty much all come from the Mikkeller beer mailbox, which I highly recommend you giving a go. And if you are interested, there's a referral link down below, so you can get yourselves a little bit of money off. But yeah, so another New England style IPA. So without any further ado, let's get this opened and see what we get. So the beer is clocking in at 6.8% in a 500ml can, which is always appreciated. I do like craft beer that comes in 500ml, as opposed to like the 330 or the 440. But yeah, just like the Cascade version, it's got that sort of like balance between being like that hazy fruit bowl and then that sort of like turbid chicken stock sort of look to it. Can't see that at all. It's got like in this light, it's got sort of like a lemon drop, or one of those, I always forget what they're called, but both like hard-boiled peach sweets. That's what it reminds me of. And beer poured with just shy of 2 fingers worth of a white coloured head. And you'll have to excuse me if I'm sounding a little bit weird. I'm recording this at 2:05 in the morning, after I've just done a live hangout with my Canadian friends here on BeerTube, looking at Miller Genuine Draft, which was a very pleasant surprise. Such an underrated beer, in my humble opinion. And what? Don't stop this video. Hear me out. Let's get on with this, and I can smell it already. So let's give it a proper sniff. Oh, that smells so good. The first thing I get in my head is Starburst sweets. Big, punchy, fruity tones, very tropical. Mango. There's like a little bit of passion fruit in there. Grapefruit, sort of like a pink grapefruit, which is a little bit sweeter. Lovely citrusy tones. Oh, yeah, so tropical and fruity. There's no like garlicky, oniony dankness coming from this. It's all about that just like fruit bowl, tropical Amarillo hop. It smells absolutely wonderful, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. Ten out of 10. You could stop watching this review now. Oh my god, that is good. That's fantastic stuff. It's all about that tropical fruit coming from that Amarillo. And you can see why that hop is so common in the New England style. I loved the Cascade version because I love that citrusiness that you get from it. This has that, but that mango and peach flavour comes out really, really nicely. Lovely bold body. It's not the heaviest New England style IPA that I've had. It's not like smoothie level or anything like that, but it's still bold. It's still satisfying. Nice slight oiliness on your palate. But it's literally like breakfast juice again. That's so refreshing. There's like maybe a slight bit of tartness in there, which gives you the impression there's actual fruit in there, which I know it's all coming from those hops, which is just absolutely wonderful. They're a tiny hop when used with other tiny hops, and they come together and they produce these fruity flavours. I mean, I've been interested in fruit, actual fruit, you know, this double chin ale. I've been interested in fruit because of the flavours that come out of some of these IPAs in general. Big grapefruit bitterness on the back end, absolutely beautiful. Lovely slight sugary sweetness in there as well. There's no harshness. There's maybe a little bit of a green sort of a hoppy, you know, that like green hop sort of flavour. That's sort of like basil almost, like herbal, but not like too earthy. There's no real earthiness in this, but there's like this sort of like basil flavour in there, or lemongrass. Yeah, loads of lemongrass. Alcohol is masked perfectly. This is so easy to drink. I just can't stop. And it doesn't get too acidic either, which is always a plus. I mean, I absolutely adored the Cascade version of this because Cascade is one of my favourite hops ever. But this just takes it to another level. Absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. It's got that sort of like citrus character you get with a lot of Asian cuisine, which I really, really like. Wonderful stuff. Like I said, 10 out of 10. Yeah, that sort of like Haribo, Mawam, jelly sweet sort of flavour. Bold body, but crushable as hell. So satisfying. You know, I'd happily have this for breakfast. Do you know what I mean? Breakfast juice in a glass. Mikkeller have just knocked it out of the park again with this. So that was the Hop Terroir series. Apologies to any potential French-speaking viewers for my mispronunciation. A beautiful beer. If I was you, I'd try and get hold of the whole series because I'm sure that's such an interesting experience in itself. Maybe I should have done a head-to-head sort of thing with this and the Cascade version. And I tell you what, for beers like this to appear in like what is considered as the lower tier box from Mikkeller, I've yet to be disappointed. I really genuinely mean that. I know it sometimes sounds like I'm in the pocket of them, but I cannot stress enough how satisfying as a craft beer enthusiast it is to get these Mikkeller beer mails, because the beers are just wonderful, and this is another prime example. I can't believe it's taken me so long to actually enjoy Mikkeller beers. Beautiful stuff, fantastic, 10 out of 10. So if you've tried this or any of the other in the series, then of course let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. If you're interested, I'll put the link down below to my Cascade version of this beer. I mean, it's not Windy Hill level, but it's nearly there. Just beautiful, and yeah, I can't really say too much more about it. So if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, their links are down below. Of course, check out Mikkeller, check out my Mikkeller playlist if you're interested. Some absolutely world-class beers in that playlist. I've just completely fallen for Mikkeller. And I just wish that they'd have a venue in the UK, because I'd love to visit there. I mean, I'd love to visit Copenhagen anyway, because that just to me is like beer mecca right now. And yeah, fantastic stuff. So if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions. Check out all those links down below. And more importantly, I hope you join me next time for another beer review. So I'm going to enjoy this one a bit too quickly, I think. Cheers.